Karmine Corp are taking the Valorant world by storm thanks to their really cool strategies and even more amazing teamwork. So in this round, as you can see, Karmine Corp is playing defense. They're down 2-4, and the Giants are on the attack with 5 players stacked up outside of the A site. This looks like a very good idea from them strategically because there's only 2 players for Karmine Corp defending, and the operator for KC is on the other side of the map. This means that not only will Giants be able to hit a 5-2 fight to take the A site, but Karmine Corp will also have to retake with the operator, which is a very difficult thing to do. However, Karmine Corp has a special play cooked up just for the scenario, and as expected, Giants is just basically taking ramp control for free and setting up for a pretty fast split onto the A site. Karmine Corp is pretty happy to fall off the site, knowing that they can't hold it with just the 2 players, and the Yoru actually teleports into the back of screens there using his gate crash. So now, as we can see, Karmine Corp has given up the site. Giants is about to come in and plant, but Karmine Corp hasn't lost anybody, which is super important, and they're already all here to start the retake whenever the call is made. So as soon as the Giants team starts to plant the spike, we can see the spike has not been planted yet, the animation hasn't even been started, but Karmine Corp is already starting the beginning phase of their retake. And actually, we need to back this up for a second. The retake actually started a couple seconds earlier. Right here, you're going to see Yoru is going to toss his weapon. He's going to switch weapons with the Astra, so no longer carrying the operator. And that is going to allow Yoru to now play much more aggressively, and the Yoru is going to go into dimensional drift form. Now, he drops his gate crash to have an escape here, and at the same time as we see the Omen go down, the Astra wall gets placed. What this wall does is a couple things. First of all, it allows KC to kind of just rush up towards the window and flood towards the site without having to worry about anybody who might be lurking in ramps, or even anybody who's in vents, because the wall is going to block their bullets. And also, it's a little bit hard to see on this mini map, but there is a tiny little pocket in the back bottom corner of the A site, which we're going to see used to perfection by the Yoru. So as the Omen goes down, we can see the Yoru has scouted all the way onto the site and actually tucks himself into this corner. Now, things are not going particularly well for Karmine Corp. The raise has already gone down as he tries to come through the heaven window, but Yoru has made it onto the site. And in the chaos of the players kind of rushing from the other directions, nobody is checking him, which allows the Yoru to pop out and spray everybody down. Now, why did this work so well? Well, obviously, the Astra wall blocks sound. So the Yoru tucks into the tiny little pocket and takes off the ultimate, which makes a sound when you exit, but because the sound is blocked by the Astra wall, nobody is the wiser. And this allows Martin on the Yoru to peek out a second later with everybody watching his teammates in heaven, and he sprays down 4 people with the Phantom to utterly obliterate the attacking side and defuse and win the round. And that's just one of the many very interesting and cool plays that Karmine Corp pulled off with this agent. And the next one is going to be another very, very cool defensive play, which is going to involve the Yoru and a smoker again. So in this case, we have the Yoru and the Omen posted outside of A. And as we can see, the Omen is already ready to teleport. We can also see that the Yoru has dimensional drift. This is one of the most powerful ultimates in the game when used correctly and comboed with teammate utility. And we can see that Fnatic is in a spread default. One of the things that's very common in these spread defaults is that you'll have a Cypher or a Viper basically outside of A, just kind of creating this sort of passive pressure and holding space towards the ramp area. And so Karmine Corp has seen this happen many, many times, and they have decided that they're going to punish this player, expecting Fnatic to be spread out like this. So as soon as the round starts, we're going to see both of the Karmine Corp players rushing forward, and actually the Omen teleports across as the Yoru does the dimensional drift. And this sound is, maybe a little threatening for Fnatic, but more threatening is going to be the dimensional drift because they're going to try and duck for cover, run away. And so when the 2 players split in sort of a panic of trying to avoid being scouted and avoid whatever play is coming from Karmine Corp, The breach goes into sewers, and the Cypher just tries to run away through spawn, which isolates the Cypher and also sets him in line for a Paranoia from the Omen. And that's exactly what's going to see coming through right there. The Omen sends a Paranoia that actually maybe even hits the sewers player as well. And again, super important, just like the Astral Wall we saw, is going to stop sound, because Paranoia makes it impossible to hear things that are going on around you, so that when the Yoru comes out of his dimensional drift, Cypher has no idea, and the Cypher can't see anything either, which allows them to just perfectly assassinate him with no response from Fnatic.
Keep finding this. Martin's going hunting. He's after you, Alpha. Run, boy, run. The Paranoia was so far away. That was targeted. That was an assassination.